And this is a horror show because look what we're drinking.
Jesus.
So many. Am I in a good angle? Is this a good angle? Is that everything? Everything's in play?
Yeah.
Halloween, everybody.
Join me in a belt of scotch?
It's 9:30 in the morning.
Yeah, but I haven't slept in days.
Recently, I did a history of scotch in one of the episodes. And so I kind of want to piggyback on that and just get a taste profile and see if you can find a region that you like. Because in that episode, I declared that anyone can like scotch. You just got to find the right region for it.
Right.
Meaning there's 5 regions of scotches. There's Highlands, Lowlands, Islands, Eastleigh, and Camp Belt.
Okay.
So we got a lot to do tonight.
Maybe if they put that E in effort and won the war.
Oh!
Because I'm an idiot.
And to add a little mixture to the fun and bunch and piss off a lot of Scottish people out there, we have an American Scotch, which is not allowed to be called Scotch, fun fact. It has to be called single malts, but it's still considered Scotch.
Because it's pretty much the same ingredients?
Yep.
There you go.
America!
Fuck yeah! So lick my butt and suck on my balls.
You want to just randomly pick one?
Yeah, let's go ahead and start with this one. Just get it out of my fucking face.
This is called Glen Scotia. Scotia? Scotia. Glen Scotia. From Camp Belt town. That is actually a town and an island. And the reason why it's called a region, it was separately divided back in whenever they went to war. I forget, I think World War II got separately divided. This is the one island that used to make over 2,000 scotch a year. They were all bad.
They suck, by the way.
This fucking thing sucks!
They made too much of it to the point where they shut all of them down but 3.
Okay.
This is one of them. This one's Springbank, and I forget the third one. And so, but because now they focus more on quality over quantity, the people consider this like the high end of the high ends. The lowest you can get of this is 15 years, and they're super hard to find because they're not owned by anybody. Diego's didn't get their clouds on it, so you have to really I searched. It took me 3 months to find this bottle.
Okay.
And I was looking to find it, and it was at the place that you know that name.
Okay.
And that's it. 15 years old, 100% malts. Single malts, by the way, means that each of these bottles are made with 100% malted barley and cooked over heated peat. And by minimum, it has to be aged 3 years to be considered Scotch in a white oak barrel. In Scotland. That's the most basic rule, and this is 15 years old.
Okay.
Scotch is one of those rare things where the longer it ages, the better it tastes.
Right.
Just I think tequila is the same way, right?
Yeah.
I drink and I know things.
So I already explained this one. This is from the region of Camp Belt Town. I'm pretty sure I pronounced that right. Yeah, Camp Belt Town.
Cat belt.
Camp Belt. From the Camp Belt of Camp Belts, where Camp Belts are made. That's a tongue twister.
Belt counts.
So this one's supposed to have a lot of. It's supposed to taste like a wine.
Okay.
Sort of. The key notes you're supposed to get out of this is caramel, cereal, wheat, and dry apples.
Cereal. I didn't know cereal was a smell.
That's how people compare it. So it's supposed to be like dry wine. That's why they compare this to. Yeah, because a lot of these do have key notes, and I actually read it too.
Okay.
So,
You ready?
ready, Freddy. Very smoky at the end.
It is.
Very smoky at the end.
It's actually smooth, man.
Good solid burn.
That's smooth. That's real smooth, man.
I can taste the yolk, the barrel, the very end of that, the charcoal barrel.
I can taste the smoke. That's not bad.
I bring smoke to this house,
Yeah,
Glen
man.
Scotia.
That's good. I like it.
Mind you, this is ours. This is like
I keep it right.
So price range with this is $100.
Jesus, fuck.
So that's what happens when you don't sell out. You gotta sell at a higher premium.
Yeah.
But like I said, I think it's worth it. The only one.
It is good.
Only thing that's harder to find is a spring bank. Spring bank. They're super hard to find. We do find one. They normally go for like $130. It's good. 15-year-old. McAllister, this is going to be the islands.
Okay.
The islands, once upon a time, the islands and the highlands used to be one region. But because...
Is this an airbender story?
He went to war.
Then when they needed Marlin the most, he was drunk.
So, long story short, yes, people started favoring all the highlands from the island side.
Okay.
Tongue twister.
Favoriting.
The islands are on the left side,
Uh-huh.
and then the actual mountains region of the highlands are on the right side. But
Okay.
at one point, all that was considered highlands.
Okay.
But then people started favoring this side of the highlands more,
Right.
saying that it tastes completely different because they're surrounded by seawater, so all that salt sips into the distilleries. So naturally it makes the whiskey more lighter. And so people just started favoring that more to the point where they couldn't ignore it. And in 2009, they officially made it a new region. So now it's the islands.
Okay.
The islands and the highlands.
Okay.
Right near the beach. Boy.
Talisker is one of the biggest distilleries next to, this is why I didn't put this on the episode.
Highland Park.
Highland Park, it says Highland Park on there.
Uh-huh.
But like I said, 2009, they changed the regions. This is considered an island whiskey.
Okay.
But they didn't want to change a name that's been around for so many fucking years.
Right.
So that, fuck it, no one's gonna know. Who's gonna know? Who's gonna care? But that's why I said let's do Talisker. It's a lot easier to explain. And Talisker is one of the biggest distilleries on the islands. Talisker, and for my flavor profile, I get a lot of grapes and a lot of salt water. So it's gonna be the most lightest. To me, my opinion, it's gonna be the most lightest whiskey you can drink out of this bunch.
Okay. It's good, man. I like that. The sound.
It's a lot of fruit. You smell it, and I smell a simple light.
I do smell fruit. I do smell sweetness.
Fruit, sweetness, and all that good berries and jumbles. And this is actually not a bad price for this bottle. I think this goes for about $60. So it's pretty average Scotch price.
Great. All right. Cheers.
It tastes completely different.
It doesn't taste of smoke.
Nope, no smoke in it.
It's not as pungent or whatever.
Do you taste salt?
Tastes it now. Yeah.
Oh, that's the one thing. I do like it, but I do get a lot of salt from this.
Yeah.
A lot of salt because it's so close. It's to the islands, the ocean water, and a lot of it does seep in. Because people don't know, if you live by the sea, all that corrosion, all that salt does get into your shit. That's why people don't have like anything that's iron over there. It has to be certain coated so it won't get infected or start rusting. Same thing with whiskey.
Like in the air, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Jefferson Bourbon purposely make their whiskeys by the ocean because they like that taste. They like that salt in it. Same thing with Talisker. They say it adds something to it, and it does. I feel like it makes it lighter. It's one of my favorites next to Highlands. This Talisker. How you feel about it?
It was good.
Do you still like the?
I still like that a little better.
Camp Bourbon? Okay. All right. Camp is just moving on up in the world.
See about this one. I like this Game of Thrones.
The game of
Dalwhinnie.
I can't pronounce it.
Dalwhinnie.
Dalwhinnie.
Yeah.
All right, Dalwhinnie.
At least that's how I was always told to pronounce it.
Dalwhinnie. I was never able to pronounce it, so I'm not gonna lie. But this is a special bottle, and this is actually nicknamed the Winter's Frost. This is the Game of Thrones, the House of Stark, the King of the North.
Yeah, Northside homie.
Choppers on me. Niggas, we don't give a fuck.
Dalwhinnie Highlands, and it's actually one of those. It's a smaller distillery in the Highlands, the true Highlands, the true North. And this and Oban always compete back and forth, but Oban has a better promotion.
Okay.
People know Oban more.
Yeah.
But Dalwhinnie, yeah, the youngest it gets, I think the youngest it gets of Dalwhinnie is 8 years. Oban, the youngest it gets is, I think, 8 years as well. I like this more than Oban. Oban has a more pungent taste, but a lot of people say the taste profile with this you'll get a lot is dry apples, caramel, and a little hint of barrel. Oh man, I smell the apples.
No.
What?
No, I don't smell it. I don't smell anything. Nah.
COVID.
Get the fuck out of my...
I already got it 4 times. You can't hear me.
5th time's the charm.
COVID in the bag, like, we gotta get you.
We're gonna get your bitch ass. That's probably what I smell, actually.
Cider?
Yeah. Because I'm trying to put my finger on like, what is it that I'm smelling? It does smell like a little bit like apple juice. You know what I mean? Cheers.
There's a real smoke at the end of it.
That's good.
It's really good.
Yeah, Jesus.
It's really good. No bite.
Yeah,
no bite whatsoever.
Not at all.
That weenie, you might be winning right now.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yes. Glenn Scotty, you moving?
Get the fuck out of my face.
Del Weenie Highland. Like I said, I like a lot of Highland Scotch. And the Highland Islands are like intertwinable. So like I said, my favorite is Talisker because it's lighter. This is more thicker.
Okay.
I mean, it tastes thicker to me. I don't know about you.
Del Weenie?
Del Weenie and Talisker. I feel like this tastes more stronger. Like, there's more brunt force to it.
Yeah, I feel like that one does.
This one did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This one went down smooth. No bite at all.
Could it be because it's a salt water? Or the salt?
Possibly that, yeah.
Salt flavor? Yeah, it throws a lot of people off.
Yeah.
This is just a good, I feel like this can keep you warm right now. So this is number 1 in your plate right now.
Definitely, yeah, definitely ready for winter with that one.
So next up is gonna be the Islay. This is called Islay Gold. This is a different branch because I didn't want to really, honestly, I didn't want to, because my lava gold is getting raped. It's like, so Islay, it was the best. It's like our version of Hawaii. People forget it's a part of Scotland.
Okay.
It's way down in the bottom. And it's apparently the toughest, hardworking motherfuckers to live down there because all their Scotch, the profiles is charcoal, wood, caramel, and barley.
Okay.
That's the taste profile for a lot of their Islay. And so Lava Gold is the most popular one.
Sounds tough.
It's for the man's man.
Yeah, right.
And I feel like that's why Nick Fortman, I can't pronounce his fucking name.
Offerman?
Offerman! There you go. Nick Offerman. That's why, I feel like that's why his character liked it so much on the show. It is a harsh drink. I mean, the Lava Gold that I got is the Lannister. And people who watch Game of Thrones, I feel like that, they matched
First
that.
off, fucking watch Game of Thrones.
Yes.
Then
Lannister, they picked the Lannister house to be Lava Gold.
it's harsh.
And it's harsh. I'm like, this just fits perfect. It's just a perfect profile for the house.
Yeah.
So I decided to try.
The Dalwini was
Stark house. Ooh, sexy.
God, he knows what turns you on.
But I already had Lava Gold, just like how he said it, and so I want to try a different brand and see if it gives me the same profile as Lava Gold does. Lava Gold, I ain't gonna lie, is my least favorite.
Really?
I do enjoy the smell of it. I don't like the taste of it, but I love the smell of it. Yeah, you smell that barrel. Lava Gold is more stronger. This is a much lighter tone.
Okay.
But it's straight wood. That's straight wood.
Right. I do smell that.
Straight wood for the hard worker, man.
Yeah, seriously. After a hard day's work, pour your glass of that.
People say Lavagulian or any Islay Scotch is perfect. It's the one meant for cigars because of the smell and all that stuff. It just mixes well with a cigar, and that's why it got so popular. Let's knock this out. Woo! Yeah, it tastes like a lava gold.
That is strong. That is strong.
I hit a corn there randomly. I got a random corn taste in that one.
That is strong. Jesus.
That's a man's drink.
Yeah.
That's
That's something you sip on.
Yeah, that's a hair growing right now.
Oh,
Balls
Jesus.
is dropped. Nick Olderman is like
Olderman.
judging us insanely.
What he says.
I know more than you.
I know. I never fucking seen the show.
Yes, and so I just watched the clips of theirs and never watched.
That's all I really watch.
And never watched none of the show.
I never watched the actual show.
I just watched clips of them because their shit's hilarious.
Yeah.
Eastley, so I mean, I just love Eastley. Eastley is my least favorite.
Yeah.
How about you?
I've been drinking with a cigar, but yeah. I still
And that's something you're gonna be like, I want that. I want a Lavagulia. It is literally the least sold scotch.
Really?
It's the least known scotch. It's the least popular scotch. I mean, this bottle cost me $25.
Bothan? How much?
25. It's the cheapest scotch you can get next to Johnny Walker.
Morathian?
Baratheon. Yes. For some weird reason, there's not a strong following for Lowland. Even though it's, in my opinion, considered one of the weakest. Maybe that's why it's considered one of the weakest flavor scotches. And that's what I was saying earlier. Like, this is a good way to introduce females to drink scotch because it's just such a almost nothing taste to it.
Okay.
The taste profile is going to be a lot of wheat, a lot of honey, a lot of grapes, a lot of apples. That's what is written, and I kind of get it too. It's very light. It's a super light, almost floral type taste you will get out of that.
Okay.
Ooh, give him credit for that.
I swear to God, I still love it. I love that sound every time, man. If you don't like that sound, then you're not old enough, I guess. I don't know.
Again,
It's light smell.
super light smell.
Yeah.
Super light smell.
There's a bit of a bite afterwards, but it is pretty smooth, to be honest.
Very light.
Yeah, there you go.
Compared to all of them?
It is there. That's what I meant. Not smooth. It is very light.
It may even be lighter than Talisker.
It is lighter than Talisker.
And like I said, Scotch is normally considered a guy's whiskey, so this is the least pop at Lowland. But it's super light. It's super sweet. I feel like this is a good way to get girls to drink Scotch. The Lowlands. How would you, in your marketing right now, trying to find your favorite Scotch? How would you rate this? Would this take over?
No.
The Weenie still number one?
Yeah. But I'd recommend it for a starter. You want to get into it? All right.
Get you Lowland.
Get you that one right there.
Yeah.
No, and just sip on it, man.
See how you feel about it.
Yeah.
That little squeeze is lime in it.
You're not gonna waste much money on it, so it's not.
No,
like,
it's not that popular.
So like, if wasting $25 on a bottle of liquor is something horrifying to you, then you don't need to be drinking liquor, bro.
Why are you in the liquor store?
Yeah, get the fuck out, bro.
Why are you here?
Yeah.
Go buy your fucking Evan Williams.
Yeah, which is not a knock on them. It's just like, obviously, if you want to try something new, man.
No
Yeah.
kidding. Speyside. Speyside is the most popular one. That's the one that you've had, or everyone has. Speyside is actually the most popular one when it comes to scale of like.
Oh, it's
sell.
like the.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So this one, this one's gonna. You're gonna compare it to this one compared to the McAllen. So
Okay.
that's all Speyside. And Murloc.
Real word. Wood.
Murloc is the smallest distillery out of all of them.
Okay.
But here recently it's starting to get a sudden surge. Honestly, I don't know why. I think
wonder why.
I think the Game of Thrones thing helped it up because for a while it was unknown. And now they're almost everywhere. That one and this other one called Kruhu, but Speyside as well. Speyside, like I said, is going to be compared to Lowlands. A more of a fruitier tone. You're going to get a lot of apples, a lot of grapes, a lot of floral, grassy type things in it. Yeah, it's for the bitches.
I'm bitches.
Hi, bitches. This is a 12-year, by the way.
All right.
This is a little, I think Murloc doesn't make anything below 12.
I don't think R. Kelly does anything above 12. Wait, no,
Cut. Let's try it again.
I don't think Dane Cook does anything above 12.
Oh, you're my best friend.
Yeah, pour me some. I was wondering, what the fuck is this dude doing?
I think I was laughing at the fact
That's
that
good. I was laughing at Dane Cook.
Dane Cook's sorrow. I like,
Not at his jokes, just at him. He's a fucking joke.
I think, yeah, R. Kelly is an easy low. Dane Cook is more important.
Yeah.
Everybody gets it on this channel. Everybody.
You ain't fucking. Yeah, there's no exception, motherfucker. All you motherfuckers come get it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Murloc.
All right, man.
The King's King.
12 year. Yeah.
We didn't even get to fucking smell it.
No.
Fucking smell it. Smells a lot of. It smells like grapefruit.
I do smell like caramel. Is there caramel in there?
It smells sweet. But how do you like the taste?
It was alright. It was okay. It was strong.
Was it strong?
Yeah. It's definitely stronger than
Well, to be fair, it is a 12 year, so
yeah.
it should be a little.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Compared to the Elay Gold, like as far as smoothness and harshness, this was obviously a fucking 5. This I would say it's
the Elay put some balls in your hand.
What was that?
My hearing is all muscle belly.
The Elay put some balls in your hand.
This episode is brought to you by Manscaped. Are you tired of cutting your nuts?
Shave him, motherfucker! You're grown. You're 30 years old. You shouldn't have a bush down there.
It's 2022. All right, the bush is gone. Both of them. All bushes are gone.
Shave your asshole too. This all has to go. Every single one. We are gonna stick with
I'm sticking with Dalwhinnie, man.
Dalwhinnie.
Yeah, that one really took the cake for me, man.
The North one.
Yeah.
The North.
Northside Hammond.
The
You
true
know what I'm
North. The true North one.
Yeah.
With Dalwhinnie and House Start.
Yeah.
All double status.
Tony, man, R.I.P.
What you learned so far about this Scotch endeavor around the world?
I really didn't know that. I ain't gonna lie. I honestly thought that Scotch was just from Scotland. That's it. I didn't know that there was like a region.
It broke down so specifically. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like there was like breakdowns of regions and shit. And I mean, that's interesting. It is interesting because obviously over there the different layouts, how they make it does consist of like whatever that grows out of the earth, right?
From that side.
So from like, let's say like you're saying the island, what is it called?
Island or Elay.
Is it
Elay or the islands?
The islands,
Yeah.
because it used to be the islands, but then they changed it because it's closer to the sea. So like, of course, yeah, that's gonna fucking not mess with the process, but that's gonna, you know,
the flavor.
right, because of the salt water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 100%. You know that if that digs into the soil and then like it grows with wherever product that they pick out of there and then they make it, yeah, it's gonna 100% taste different than from anything that's more inland. Right?
Right.
So yeah, that is interesting to me because I just thought, oh, Scotland, whatever, man. It's all
Scotch whiskey.
And then I didn't know that blended whiskey was a whole different thing.
Whiskey. There's two types of blended whiskey.
For some reason, that's what I thought, man.
And you have to look for if you're interested in getting good blended whiskey. There's two types you have to look for. We're not gonna have to try it. I'll show you. I use my Johnny Walker Song of Ice and my Monkey Shoulders. Monkey Shoulders is another great way to get girls to drink whiskey. So you're gonna see right here, blended Scotch. It's gonna spray right on top. And blended Scotch, once again, if you didn't hear it first time, it's just. It doesn't matter if they literally can rent out barrels from anyone. Like you have a barrel you don't want to use, you have a barrel you want to use, you don't have just throw it all in the
different
pot.
distillers.
Yeah, just throw it all in the fucking pot. It doesn't matter as long as it's 51% barley, malted barley, Scotch, and that's that's the most popular one because it's the most easier to make, and that's the one that caught everybody's eye.
Okay.
Japanese, America, this is the one that made the money, and that's why it sells the most.
Okay.
Because it's cheaper to make.
I thought it was just because they have more commercialized, but no.
It's cheaper to make.
Oh.
Super cheap to make.
But it's still good.
Because malted barley is expensive.
Yeah, but it still is good.
Yeah. And Johnny Walker just took control.
Can I tell you something? I remember one time, I'm sorry to sidetrack real quick, but I remember one time we went to a bar, right? And they had, it was me and Rudy. We went to a bar and a guy ordered Johnny Walker Red and Red Bull.
What the fuck?
Yeah. That was, to this day, I feel like that's one of the most craziest drinks that I've ever heard.
I mean, if you're getting a Johnny Walker Red, okay, because Johnny Walker Red is 3-year-old scotch. It's the cheapest, dirtiest scotch you can get.
Okay, but a scotch with fucking Red Bull?
It's a red, so it doesn't matter.
No, that's not even what I'm talking about. Just a scotch with Red Bull.
It sounds stupid, but there's not even a whiskey red wine. I've heard Scotch and Sprite. Or Scotch and
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's the weirdest drink that I've ever heard. Like, drink or
there must be something to that. Anyone else ever
Because I've heard of like fucking whiskey and pickle juice, and at first I was like, oh, that's fucking disgusting. And then I had it, I was like, oh my god, this shit's fucking good.
Yeah, you might have to try it. You might be onto something.
Johnny Walker and Red Bull?
Red Label Scotch and Red Bull.
I don't know, man. That just sounds weird to me.
It's
just I don't know.
As long as he used cheap Scotch, it wasn't like he was like, give me a Macallan and Red Bull. Like, whoa.
So what if he did?
First off, he has money to throw away. So, because a Macallan is an $18 shot.
Give me a fucking Glenlivet and fucking Red Bull.
I'll be like, God damn, motherfucker, you must have some money.
I just think in general, Scotch and Red Bull should not be mixed.
It's more for vodka stuff. I agree.
Red Bull and whiskey should not be mixing, man.
I don't even think I ever heard that.
Yeah, that was, I swear that to this day, that happened in like 2011, 2010, man.
To this day, it bothers me. And if I find you, motherfucker.
Yeah, if I ever fucking find you, man, you're probably dead by now, though, because that's an abomination, man.
Somebody, you did that at a fucking Scotch bar, and someone like, how dare you, motherfucker?
You did it at an English pub. It's fucking weird, man. And the guy
hit you over the head with a fucking mallet.
And the guy poured for him and was like, alright, bro, I guess, man. That's fucking weird.
Well, gotta get rid of these Red Bulls somehow.
Yeah, no shit. Gotta do what I gotta do. I got rent due tomorrow.
Right. So, yeah, Johnny Walker Blended Scotch is the cheapest of the cheapest, but they do age it. That's why they got the blue label. Blue label's aged about 20 years. So this is the big difference when it comes to Monkey Shoulder. That one word right there.
Malt?
Yeah. Blended malts. Blended malts means exactly what it sounds like. It's single malts. So let's say, I was saying it earlier, I'll explain it again. Let's say we get three bottles. All these are single malts whiskeys. And I just decided to do this.
Just pour them out?
Just pour them out and blend it myself, yeah. That would make this.
But now blended means like, necessarily like blend, it just like, is there some sort of, there has to be fused, right?
No, they're just pouring into a barrel and then ages in the barrel. That's it. That's all.
And the age is in the barrel.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think
so you can't just drink it right then and there.
No, because it's gonna taste horrible. It's just like when we did the episode with the Frankie bourbons.
Yeah, so
you have to let it sit. You have to become friends.
So like almost like it has to fuse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to become friends.
Yeah.
And I think from what I know, I think Monkey Shoulder is 3 years. So they age it for 3 years. But Monkey Shoulders, to me, they've done it best and they made it popular. The idea of blended malting. It's still super cheap too. It's like only like a $30 bottle, $35 bottle. Sadly, Ireland does not have that same rule. Ireland just says fuck it, let them all have it.
Right. Which, if you actually went in more depth, maybe they probably do have like regional stuff.
I know they have different cask strengths. So they do sherry cask, Barney's cask. The one thing I do know about Ireland and Irish whiskey is each distillery ages it in a different type of barrel. I think Jameson uses sherry barrels.
Okay.
I don't know too many.
Where do they get them from? They import them?
They buy
from like France or something like that?
They buy them. No, Saxton, they use whiskey barrels. That's probably why I like Saxton so much.
Okay. Anyways, did you see that Jameson's doing like seltzer drinks now?
God, no.
Yeah. So we're probably gonna have to seltzer part 2.
It's gonna happen because there is a lot more.
Coming in 2023.
Fucking Mountain Dew has a seltzer now.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, man. They have the Baja Blast.
Coming soon.
Yeah.
Seltzers.
Coming in 2023. Seltzers part 2. Hopefully this time Betty White doesn't die again. R.I.P.
Hopefully some guy doesn't get a bunch of people killed. Get his fucking liquor discontinued.
Yeah, no shit. Oh yeah, fucking yeah. Another rapper fucking.
You know, to this day, that was like everyone's favorite episode is that fucking seltzer episode.
Really?
We were fucked up in that episode.
We were fucked up, man. We'll probably be fucked up again for that.
And we were carrying liquor. We were chugging.
We were fucked.
We were fucking stupid.
Here at Random Beer Drinker,
We encourage alcoholism.
but we encourage responsible alcoholism, right? Make sure you're not drinking and driving. Because why? And you'll spill your drink.
There's that too.
So-
Just do what Ric Flair did. Just hire somebody to drive you, and he can fuck all the bitches in the back.
Just do that, bro. Just get cocaine off their booty holes and you'll be fine.
Woo! Till next time, my friends. Happy Halloween. Drink safe, drink smart, drink responsibly. Next one's gonna be more horror-y.